Hey, what's going on, y'all, and welcome back to the channel. So we got us a hot one off the shelves. G.I. Joe Classified Blowtorch. So, without further ado. All right, y'all. So here's how Blowtorch gonna come to you. Open window. There's my man. Got the side art. Back posed up. Side, and of course this is number 54 in the line. All right, there's the QR code if you want it. And then got your UPC there. All right. So let's go ahead and open them up real quick. So fresh out his box. Go ahead and check them out real quick. So my man looks pretty good. Got his flame retardant suit on, and good colors. You got that maroonish reddish color, and then the yellowish or tannish color, whatever you want to call it, and then the blacks and silvers and grays. Um, turn them around real quick. Belt. Got some armor up here and down here. And of course, you got the vest, all that good stuff. All the bells and whistles, whatever these silver things are on the side, on these arms, and on his legs as well. Don't know. But let's run down his articulation real quick. He can look down that far, look up that far. Nice T pose. Of course, you do got the butterfly joint, so he can go back pretty far on his arms. Full 360 does kind of run across that shoulder armor right there, but it is made of a soft plastic, so you ain't got to worry about that. Arm or bicep swivel, double bend at the elbow, and then you got your wrist swivel. Same on the other side. Won't go too much into it. All right. You got torso articulation. You got a beautiful ab crunch. You can look down that far without it being hindered. It's kind of cut on the back side of it, so you don't have to worry about it. Look up that far. You got waist swivel. Then getting down to the legs, you have drop down. He can kick back probably that far if you force it to. Don't force it too much, just ease it up. Kick himself in the hindquarters. You got thigh swivel, no boot cut, and then down here you have ankle articulation as far as he can bend that far. His mine's a little stuck because of some paint. Go back and ankle tilt. My ankle tilt's a little loose on that side, but same on the other leg. Again, no boot cut as these are pants. Then ankle articulation. All right. Also, he has this little, I guess it's a breathing thing right here that seems to swivel, so you can pull that out if you want to. Leaves a little, hole there, but just to let you know, it does come out. You push that back in. No problem. You also have a holster for his sidearm and some pouches on the side. All that good stuff. Oh, didn't do the Van Dam. Can he go far? There you go. Get about that far on the Van Dam splits. Pretty sure you're not going to be doing that in a fire suit, but whatever. So my man looks pretty good. Go ahead and set him right here, like so, and he will try to fall. But we'll go ahead and check out his um, accessories. So first of all, you do get his breathing mask. All right, and it just has a strap made of some clear plastic, black paint or black plastic, and then or maybe that's paint. I can't really tell, but whatever. And then you got some paint on the side of it, and then you have this right here that'll plug into that thing on the front of his chest, and it also does come apart, so you don't have to worry about that. All right, and there goes Blowtorch trying to fall again. You also get his helmet, done in the same color plastic as his suit. And then it has what looks to be some cameras on the side, some doodads, but not. All right. You also get a hose for his blowtorch. All right, made of a black plastic, kind of stiff. Little, I don't think it's really flimsy or whatnot. But then you also get his tanks, and this is made of black plastic and painted yellow on the side tanks or whatnot. And it's all right. It's little, maybe not as much painting, when it gets closer to that middle, but looks pretty good still. Go ahead and set that there. You have his sidearm. Go ahead and check that out real quick. Made of a green plastic. And then you have his blowtorch. And the blowtorch is made of a green plastic and painted with some silver on the guard right here and up front. And then, of course, you have the tank, which is non-removable. That's a part of the scope. Um, Hand trigger, all that good stuff. This doesn't move. And of course, this does pop out. So you can change it for some other things. We'll throw that back in there. And we'll go ahead and check out his other effects. You have a small flame effect. All right, done in some translucent plastic, going from yellow to orange. Like that's the big burst, a short big burst. But then you have the long, skinny bursts made of the same type of plastic. All right. And that would be all of accessories. So quickly, go ahead, throw this pistol in his holster, throw his mask on him real fast. Let's see. Uh-oh. Of course, we knock off his respirator or whatnot. Can we get it on? Feel like I should have took his head off to get it on. That's pretty good right there. We'll go ahead and put this back. All right. And it popped off on us again. Come on. Hold on for 1 sec. Okay. Sorry it took so long, y'all. That long for me, quick for y'all. But that mask was sitting funny. Of course, you can pull this out like I said, but no, it doesn't want to stay, so I'm probably going to have to heat that up and get that back in there. It's not as soft as you would think it should be, considering it was moving. But we're not going to worry about that right now. So finish doing what we were. Blowtorch plugs in like this on one side, and it's the same side, and plugs in up here, and there you go. So you put it in his hand like so. All right, y'all. So there's Blowtorch all armored up. Got the other effect on his Blowtorch. I feel like we're going to say Blowtorch a lot, but there he is. Pretty good looking figure, if I do say so myself. Um, Also, you do have a little bit of you can hold the. I'm pretty sure the Blowtorch can go right there. I didn't try it, but we'll do it right now on camera. Go ahead and move that. And let's see. Does it plug on there? Okay, we're gonna lose the backpack, but hold on. Anyway, so yes, you can put it back there if you want on the backpacks for storage and all that good stuff. And of course, this keeps popping out. We're gonna fix that after we get off here. All right, kids, remember, don't pull this out. You can, but don't. You'll have a time trying to get it back in. Man, it's just falling all types of apart. I'm just gonna leave that hanging for now. and put this back in his hand. So there my man goes. Let's go bring out the first firefighter we got in the line. Barbecue. And these dudes, I will say, look good together. Now, I know you see the figure stand on my barbecue. My barbecue suffers from wobbly legs. I need to get another one, but another day, another time. But yeah, there you go. There you have it. There goes my man in all his glory. So we'll go ahead and talk about it and call it a night. All right, y'all. So that wraps it up for the Blowtorch here. Good figure, solid joints. Nothing was loose. Paint looks amazing. Head sculpt, awesome. Posabilities, you don't have to worry about the armor hindering his posability. They did have to take out one cut at the boot just because of what this figure is supposed to be. Kind of the same way they did. Oh, good gracious, what's his name? Snow Job. Yeah. So just is what it is. You're going to lose something when you make certain special figures, whether it's a dude fighting in the fire or a dude is fighting in the snow. All that good stuff. This figure is something the things they put in this figure I kind of wish they did with Blowtorch, or I'm sorry, Barbecue. As far as the mask, at least I would have rather wanted a second head sculpt for that figure. At least this one you actually got a head sculpt, a helmet, and a breathing respirator to put on them or whatnot. So, new viewers, returning viewers, thank y'all for stopping by at the table while we talk toys. Till the next time, please like, comment, and subscribe. Share with your buddy.